Okay, welcome back. So in this video, I've been thinking long and hard how I can bring stuff to you that's going to help, and obviously aware that most of you don't have any kit or training partners or different things. So I wanted to introduce today probably the most useful bit of kit there is. If I was asked to give up all of my martial arts aspects, and I could keep two, I would keep Tai Chi and this bit of string. Really expensive, you need loads of room, it's cheap as, and all you need is a bootlace, a few knots in the end, a bit of blue tack to attach it to a light unit or anything, so that when you make it up, it sits around your chin height. Absolutely beautiful bit of training equipment. What it teaches you is accuracy. Obviously you're developing your techniques at the same time, learning to move smoothly in motion rather than staccato, learning to connect your hands and feet, elbows, knees. All the Tai Chi elements come into this, actually come into everything. But with string, it is an internal training method. We're learning to be relaxed, soft, but in that relaxation and softness, we have the ability to hit extremely hard because we can make our fists and feet travel faster through a relaxed musculature. So the tension in the muscles isn't slowing the strike down. We're coming very relaxed, very whipping, causing whip action through the punches. So you get very, very loose. Same with the feet, we're trying to get the leg muscles relaxed, structured, so that behind the structure we can use the hands and feet on a much more relaxed level. So I'm going to take you through various things with this lovely bit of kit. Firstly, there's just one little form that we can look at which starts to teach us how to punch, slight changes in distance, a little bit of kicking, and obviously good old footwork and balance. So always treat this as your opponent. So when you come up to the string, the mindset is like, oh right, I'm going to do some string now, and then sort of set yourself. You approach it like an opponent. If I'm back here, I don't need a guard. As I get nearer, the guard needs to come up. Now I'm in range. So very, very basically straight on. I'll take up a dragon stance. Again, so I'm trying to add this for you for new people as well as advanced. So bear with me, advanced students, because I know you know this. So dragon stance, exactly in Tai Chi. The Gong Fu, Northern Long Fist Gong Fu, uses the same framework, same structures as Tai Chi, because they work basically, yeah? So I've got my feet shoulder width, I place one foot forwards, and I point that foot at my target. Back foot, 45 degrees, as I said, shoulder width gap between. When I bring my guard up, I keep my shoulders relaxed, the elbows sit around the ribs, and I can punch from there so that I protect my ribs, and I've got my centre line open, but that I know, and I can cover that easily and very quickly. The hands, backhand, sits around the chin, for obvious reasons, protect the neck and chin. Lead hand is out in front, but obviously that can change during combat, that's not a problem. But on a basic level, to start to teach you to remember where your hands are, and trust me, it's very easy to forget what your hands are doing and therefore leave yourself open and get hit in the early stages. So from here then, as I throw my jab, I'm looking to land the middle knuckle on the knot. If you can see that, probably not on the video. And my hand goes straight out, straight back. Yeah? I'm not charging the shoulder, I'm not pulling the fist back and throwing it, I'm not arcing it, I'm not lifting the elbow, I'm sending my elbow off my ribs with a little rotation on the end, and that little rotation, just as it lands on the string, gives it a nice depth to the penetration in the strike, and cut skin, etc. So from here, 1. Notice how my chin is down. I'm not like this, yeah? Most people, when you come to the string, you'll hit it like a kitten. You start going like this. Treat it like an opponent. We want to punch nice and straight without telegraphing anything. This drive for the punch is coming from the floor. There's little actions moving through the ankles and knees, which is rotating my hip and therefore my back. And as my hips and shoulders come forwards, I send the punch out with a nice relaxed musculature. 1. Okay? From there, as I throw, after I've thrown the jab, and I start to pull it back, my body twisting, I start to throw the cross. 1, 2. So you see they're connected. I'm not going 1, pull it back, 2. Notice how the hips are moving. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay. The other important thing here is I'm not leaning, I'm not chasing after the string. I'm letting the string come to me and I'm making sure I control it. You'll find very early on that this thing will start to dominate your movement, start to make you feel awkward, you'll get frustrated because you're missing it, etc, etc. Go with that. That's part of the learning curve. If you can hit this and control this, no person on the earth can move like that, yeah? So once you start to control this, you can imagine on an accuracy level how well that hones your accuracy and your targeting. You can be the best puncher, kicker, fastest, biggest, whatever you like. If you can't land it, it's worth nothing, yeah? And you see this a lot. So we're working on basic technique, but with a really high level of accuracy development by hitting this small target. Okay, so to recap, dragon stance, guard up, shoulders relaxed, elbows down. I have to leave a gap somewhere, so I need to be aware of where that gap is, and it's open. I haven't got big gloves on to protect myself, so I give myself like a crumple zone, if you like, a crash barrier. They've got to get past this. So I don't want to be here, yeah? That does nothing. From here, so I lead with my jab, and I work from the floor, and then I bring it onto the knot. Again, aiming with this knuckle onto the knot. 1, 2. Good, and I can change sides. 1, 2. 1, 2. And each time I change, notice my guard changes, yeah? If it comes towards you, don't let it just smack you in the face. That's your opponent, remember. Skinny bloke, I know, it doesn't hit back very well, but treat it like an opponent. You don't want that happening in a fight, yeah? So we get 1, if I miss it, just move. 1, 2, just move, yeah? 1, 2. And then you can start to add some movement in, move your feet. Making sure that you're controlling the distance and thereby controlling the string. If it comes towards you, move out of the way. And then you can start to move around the string. Keeping my chin down, another really important aspect, for obvious reasons, is how you get knocked out. So as I throw the punch, this hand comes to cover the chin. On this side, because my chin's down, I get cover from my shoulder. Then as I bring the elbow back to the ribs, you can see it transports my fist, quickest and the most efficient straight line back to the jaw as I throw that one. And again, same thing. On this side, when the chin's down, I can protect my chin a lot better with the shoulder and the hand. Okay, so the first little form with this then, the first thing I learned with this, got 3 punches. We've got jab, cross, uppercut, but there's a twist in it. As we come off of the cross, I bring my back foot across a little bit, yeah? Don't want to be way back here. I just brush the inside of my knee. I turn as I sit back, and you see this pivot allows me to drive the hook. Sets me in my back foot, side onto my target, and I can do a nice kick into the knee there, come down and set the stance again. So I'm learning to move away. So throwing shots, 1, 2, 3, bang, and then I'm moving. So as we get attacked, rather than backing off, we just turn. It's coming in, bang, here. Of course, this shot could be anything. Remember, this is just a little sequence, a little form, little sequence of movements just to get you moving on the string. So I'll break it down again. Dragon stance, as always, springy in your knees. Push, 1, 2, step, spin, uppercut, kick under the string, foot down, and throw whatever you like. So as I put my foot down, I don't want to just plonk it down anywhere and be all unbalanced. I want to place it down back in my dragon stance, and I can adjust and just move a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, place it, go again. Get yourself nice and springy, 1, 2, 3, 4, and move. Change sides, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can see when you start learning this, it'll be a bit like 1, wait for it, 2, turn, yeah, and you'll find your balance goes, etc. And that's where we see, as I was saying earlier, movement, not motion. Yeah, we don't want to be 1, 2, step, hit, yeah, for obvious reasons. That's when you're going to get hit. So, and that's how it will be when you start out. Trust me on that. It will feel ridiculous. After a while, what we're looking for is this nice smooth movement. That's just 1, 2, 3. And I'm just drifting round, just making myself nice and comfortable, working out where the string's going to be, and carrying on. Alright, so let's break a little bit down with this step. So I've done my jab cross, I step. Now, if I step quite close to my other foot, you can see it keeps me in range of the string for whatever strike, yeah? I may, if the intensity's up and I'm under pressure, want to back away. So with this step, I step longer, I can move away. Yeah? I can also step tight and close the gap, come in for short range shots. Yeah? So you have to be aware of that. What we're trying to do here is close the gap a little bit, so I just want a short step, and what it's making me do off that step is switch my weight back straight into the kick. So you see no adjustment of weight. Yeah? I'm not going here, kind of 1, all in here, yeah? As I drift back, I'm already in that back leg ready to go. Yeah, and this side, 1, 2, 3, 4, rather than some 1, 2, yeah? When you start to shave away the little bits that aren't the technique, obviously the movement becomes more motion, and that's what we're after, this continual motion. A very good friend of mine, Gavin, if he ever watches this, I sat watching him once carving an elephant out of a block of wood. The geezer's a magician anyway with wood and knives. But yeah, carving an elephant out of a lump of wood. I said, mate, how did you do that? So I couldn't believe how elephanty it looked. And he went, I just shave away everything that isn't an elephant. And I thought, yeah, nice, good, that helps. But it's kind of true. We're trying to shave away everything that isn't what we need, what's required, in a balanced and structured and efficient way. And this bit of kit will give you all that and more, and combine it with your Tai Chi, obviously for you guys that are into the combat aspect, combine it with your Tai Chi, combine it with your Kung Fu, and if nothing else, if you just trained on this alone, you'd be extremely accurate even if your techniques were lacking a little bit. Yeah? So I hope that helps. There's loads more to come. This in itself is a complete martial art. It is so deep and has so many benefits. When I'm sparring my students, I know, oh God, corona. Not really. I know the ones that practice on the string because I have to watch them. I can't treat them too lightly because they'll be a lot more accurate than those that don't. So yeah, good little bit of kit. So fingers crossed you enjoy that. Any questions? And look out for more videos on the string, Tai Chi, Kung Fu, fitness. Please like and share anything you see and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Neil Webster. And I really look forward to hearing from you. I hope this is helping you out, giving you something to do. Don't need to go to the shops and queue up for a bit of a bootlace. Take one out of your boots, whatever. Kids, obviously, you might need to add 2. This one, for the kids I train on, I've just got a little bit added on. Pulls it down to here. So whenever you set it up, make sure it's at your chin. Excellent. Thank you very much.